The women as well as men of ancient Egypt decorated their eyes by applying a dark green or blue color onto their eyelid and blackening their lashes with kohl. They wore heavily lined eyes to protect themselves from insects as well as the evil eye, which was a curse believed to be cast by a malevolent glare, usually given to a person when they are unaware. The Egyptians believed that receiving the evil eye will cause misfortune or injury. They would also often wear red, orange, blue, black, or magenta colors on their lips to resemble a bold effect that demonstrated power. These colors would either be derived from the blood of animals or from fruit dye.
Ancient Greek women would whiten their face with chalk or lead face powder and applied crushed mulberries as rouge for their lips. Natural beauty was exalted by Greek society, so they limited their experimentation with makeup in order to keep the emphasis on having natural beauty.
Indian women use a black or blue eyeliner on their upper lash line and waterline made from kajal. Unlike Africa and the Middle East, Indian kajal contains no lead components. Red lip rouge was popular, and Hindu women would draw a bindi, a small dot right in the middle of their eyebrows to show that they were married. Henna, complex designs, were used as artwork and were painted onto their hands and feet, especially before a Hindu wedding.
Women often powdered their face to look paler, plucked their eyebrows, and had a rosy glow on their cheeks. Paleness indicated a woman of superior breeding, and the tan look that many associate with health today was associated with outdoor work and therefore a low birth. Thus, smooth white skin was regarded in the medieval period as the most beautiful of all kinds. Women whitened their faces with wheat flour or lead-based paints, some of which contained significant amounts of arsenic. Women died, but the incidental damage inflicted by the arsenic was unintentional, but not always. Having clear skin was held in particular high esteem because frequent smallpox epidemics left many of the population with unattractive pockmarks.
Me vuoi da sta cosa a me? Sta canzone tieni tu, biri coro biri damme. Me vuoi da sta cosa a me? Me o e me na damme. Damme, ci tu dai una cosa a me. Poi ti do una cosa a te, sta canzone sì damme. Ci tu dai una cosa a me? Me o e me.
Women used tribal paint and sometimes henna as a means of artwork. In ancient times, only primary and locally available colors like red, blue, yellow, or white were used. Sometimes, by sprinkling dust or soft bird feathers, special effects were achieved. Colors in African cultures have special significances. Red is a violent color, and white is predictably known to be the color of peace. Each African tribe has its own and unique way of face painting.
European women often attempted to line their skin using a variety of products, including white lead paint. Queen Elizabeth I of England was one well-known user of white lead, with which she created a look known as the Mask of Youth. Lip rouge was in fashion, and many women often shaved their eyebrows and hairline to make their forehead appear bigger. The Japanese adopted white makeup from the Chinese through a process known as sinification. However, another theory is that the Japanese adopted white makeup from seeing pale-faced Europeans. Women used rice powder with water as foundation to cover the entire face, including their eyebrows, and continued it down the neck in a design that would form a graceful W shape. Black or brown liner was used to draw thick, straight, false eyebrows onto their forehead. They blackened their teeth to finish off the dramatic look with oxidized iron in acidic solution. They used liquid charcoal to line their lash line and used red eyeliner, typically from the juice of red berries, on their waterline to draw attention to their eyes. Fully trained geishas painted lips in the shape of a budding flower.
Dites-moi d'où il vient, enfin je saurai où je vais. Maman dit que lorsqu'on cherche bien, on finit toujours par trouver. Elle dit qu'il n'est jamais très loin, qu'il part très souvent travailler. Maman dit travailler c'est bien, bien mieux qu'être mal accompagné. Pas vrai? Où est ton papa? Dis-moi où est ton papa? Sans même devoir lui parler, il sait ce qui ne va pas. Ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché? Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts.
Women during the pre-French Revolution had chestnut or strawberry blonde hair. Those who were wealthy enough would wear big, extravagant white wigs, like Marie Antoinette. They used rouge to make their cheeks plump and rosy, line their eyes with liquid charcoal, and powder their face to be pale white. Pale skin was so valued that some women painted on veins to gain more value. They hardly wore lipstick and instead kept their lips shiny with grease. Beauty marks were highly valued, and painting fake beauty marks to emphasize paleness was very popular among women.
Voici l'époque du swing. Vive l'époque du swing. Voici l'époque du swing. Vive l'époque du swing.
Women began to experiment with more eyeshadow colors. Popular colors were blue, gray, and white. They began using false lashes to make their eyelashes longer and for a real retro flapper effect. However, eyeliner was the most important makeup tool. They wore mascara and contoured their cheeks to make them look more hollow. They also wore large bouffant wigs or styled their hair down. Bob haircuts were very popular.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you,
Makeup is very prevalent in the modern era. Women wear foundation or BB cream and concealer with powder that matches your skin tone most of the time. Women also wear eyeshadow, mascara, sometimes false lashes, eyeliner, blush, bronzer, highlight, and use eyebrow pencils or pomades to fill in their eyebrows. Eyebrows on fleek, am I right? However, the amount of makeup varies on the type of person and age, but society does have a big influence on whether you should wear it or not.
This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.